G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and today I'm just on my way to my local shopping centre. In fact, I'm just near the riverbank, near the Parabank shopping centre. And today I'm going to spend some time, after I do a little bit of shopping, at the local library. And they've got this special after dark function thing where you can apply for an extra 3 hours on a Monday, Tuesday and a Wednesday after the library closes. So you can be there for an extra 3 hours to help with work or study or whatever you want to do, but you do have to be quiet and all that sort of stuff. It is a special focus time, but apart from that, today is an absolutely beautiful, clear blue sky, not a cloud in it, absolutely magnificent. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be finishing up some artwork for a course I started a few months ago, and I just put it off and put it off and put it off. Once I get that done, that'll be fantastic. But also got these other little mini projects that I'm going to start doing research on and start initiating to hopefully complete before the end of next year. And I will talk about them in upcoming videos, but for now they have to remain a secret. But I can tell you some of the secret projects that I have completed, and some of them that have failed, but we'll go right into that right now. The first project was to get my passport, right? And if I listened to other people, they would have said, oh, that's expensive and whatever else. And those little microtoxic statements are often what trigger procrastination and waiting till I was financially in a better position to be able to afford a passport and things like that. And passports are more expensive now, but they've improved the technology, so that sort of justifies a lot of it. It's completely different technology, but I now have a passport, right? I had one years ago, but it had expired, and then I couldn't afford to renew it, and it was a whole drama. But that's secret project number one. Secret project number two, I mentioned in a video in passing, but I had applied for a job with the South Australian Housing Trust and got as far as the interview, wore a suit, tie and all that sort of stuff, and was early, punctual, which impressed them a little bit, but I'm not sure exactly why I didn't get it. There's probably other younger people that have worked in call centres for longer and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know the reason why I didn't get selected. Now, they sent me an email saying, look, you haven't been successful, but please just ring this number and ask for feedback or whatever else. So that's what I did. And they said, oh, well, the woman I rang said, well, I wasn't the person at the interview, but I can get the ladies who were to ring you back the next day. The next day turns up and they don't ring me. So I have less respect for government departments in general, but especially the Housing Trust after doing that. But I get it, they're busy, and just telling people why they were not good enough in their eyes for that position. But in many ways I dodged a bullet. It was call centre work, and I've only had one other experience with call centre work, and it was horrible, gave me anxiety attacks and all that sort of stuff, so I don't really want to do that again. But on the plus side, that week I had an interview with another company for an event happening in January, and I was successful, and that made me feel a whole lot better. I'll talk about that later as I get closer to that event and things like that. But yeah, awesome stuff. I might have to get back to them and just remind them and just say, did you get my email and stuff like that, my confirmation. But yeah, it's going to be a fairly interesting night. I'll probably be riddled with distractions and stuff like that and procrastinate a little bit, but I've given myself a lot more time, and I've got a full day's work, paid work tomorrow, so that should be interesting too. And then on Thursday, I am going to start quitting some of the employers that I've been with for a while. You know, the ones that I've spoken about in previous videos where they were quite abusive. Yeah, some of them were even life-threatening. So what I've done is I waited till they had their last superannuation payment to me, which was November, and now I'm going to pull the plug because there's nothing that they need to pay me. But one of them I have to physically go in and return a high-vis vest and a cap. But yeah. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, please click like and subscribe. I'll talk about more interesting stuff in the future, I promise. This is the previous video, and this is a video selected for you by the algorithm. Anyway, look after yourselves. Bye for now.